once at DP, I kept one thing, like reaching a dream or goal, something that we have requires commitment to our family and hard work, sweat, and determination. So I'm going to like elaborate a bit about it in this video, and it's going to be motivational for you guys, and you're going to learn a lot from it. So stick with me till the end of it. Work is something in which we put in a great deal of effort in it. See, like even while for making this video or so making my previous videos, like recollecting my past and forming sentences on it and researching a lot about it, watching other content about it to learn more about it and explaining it in front of the camera. You can relate to hard work is like when I prepare for my exams. When I prepare for my exams, I write like books about it. Like I research a lot about it to understand the topic, and I write books about. I write some books about that certain topic and to understand it. And in my 6th to 10th, first in 6th I used to cry for in my subject for social studies in history because I didn't used to understand it. But by finals I used to understand it and I used to score well in exams. Like I almost got like B plus in 6th, and in 10th I got like 7.2 GPA, and in 11th 12th I got like 53%. Starting exams I always used to score like very less, like 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 out of 100. But by finals, just like I told you, like I used to score well because in the beginning stages I used to research a lot about the topic to understand it. My goal was not to score, not to be number one in it, but to understand that certain topic. Whatever I write, I need to understand it. So before till 6th to 10th I used to like cry a bit about it. Yeah, I wrote so much notes about it, but my another friend that has not written notes or he has done something else and scored more marks than me. Why did I work so hard and like score less than that some other guy who studied for 2 days versus I studied for 10 days? Then I used to like feel a little bit sad about it. But after 11th 12th I got to know about Bhagavad-gita, right? Sukha dukha samyak krutva labha labha jaya jaho sukham vityadiya dukkam sayogi paramavata. Like when we are more happy, when we get like more marks, we need to stay the same. And when we are sad, like when we score a little bit less marks or we don't get enough marks, still we need to stay the same and be in that param yogi state, like I said in my Krishna video, how God Krishna's life motivated me. And what is my goal there? My goal there is not to score more than the person that's beside me or number one in the class. My goal there is to understand the topic and present it very sincerely with my hard work that I have put in to prepare for that exam. So that's what I did. Something that happened in between me trying to write notes, trying to read it, trying to practice it, and trying to understand it, and presenting in the finals and score my best. Like I scored like 53% in 11 to 11 plus 12, and in my 10th I scored 7.2 GPA. Something that happened from day one to that final exam, in between that time period, for me to understand that certain topic and present it in the paper is a great deal of effort. That's called hard work. Bhagavad Gita said is we should not think of what others are saying. We should just think of like our goal is to score well in that exam, so we'll score well in it. Like doing the best, being the best version of ourselves possible and writing that exam, right? You get my point, right? Like none of my friends thought that I would have even like gotten like 40 marks out of 100, but I got like 77 out of 100 at the end in the social studies exam, and the teacher even didn't think that I would pass the physics test in the finals because I got like 3 out of 30 in that unit test in 12th, but by finals I got like 22 out of 50. So we shouldn't think of what the teacher or the classmate is thinking, and we need to do our best and practice our best and try to understand the topic. And finals I scored well. That's how it happened for me. That's what the something Bhagavad Gita teaches too. Don't think what that guy or girl or teacher is saying, and you practice for the exam and you score well in finals. That's your goal, so you focus on that. And in that final exam, I write the answer in my own words. Told in my how hard do I train video, like at first I wasn't even able to do push-ups in like 2017, and in 2020 2021 I'm able to do weighted push-ups and I'm able to do drop sets with it. Another thing I told in my Instagram highlights is, first I wasn't even able to do lunges with 2.5 kg properly in 2017, and after that now I'm doing 15 kg plate on each hand and 30 kg lunges for 12 reps, and 10 kg plate on each hand, 20 kg lunges for 13 reps. So something that happened between 2017 and 2020, because of which my lifts progressed, not only lunges and weighted push-ups, a lot of others too. You can check it out in my Instagram highlights. Something that happened for me to progress is a great deal of effort in it. I worked hard for it. So the first thing to reach your goal or aim is hard work. The second thing is determination. Determination is something like, yeah, I have to do it today. I have to do it now. Even if it takes 4 days for me to make a video, I'm going to sit down and make the video. I'm going to research on it. If it takes time for me to study for that exam, if it takes time for me to understand that topic, I'm going to sit down and write notes about it. That's what is called determination. Now, yes, I'll work out every day for 2 to 3 hours in the gym, and I'll eat my 5 to 6 meals per day, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write notes to study for that exam. I'm going to sleep for 6 to 8 hours. I'm going to be dedicated. I'm going to be determined towards it. Get it? That's what determination is. I'll do it now. Physically exert ourselves, from our skin pores, something comes out. Colorless liquid, which is known as sweat. So sweat and determination are another two things that we need to reach our goal too. Comes out when we are physically like active, like when we are running or when we are working out and stuff. Basically what people say is marks, but what I see is how hard did I work for that exam, no matter how much ever the result I got. Like even if I scored 53% or even if I scored like 60-70%, I see how hard did I work for that exam. See, because when you work hard for that exam, you understand something and you will be able to do something with it. Like I invented my kitchenatte series, and how hard do I train video, training plan on my own after 3 years of dieting and working out. So the main important thing is we need to understand about it. So like once in my degree, I once copied the exam, 2 answers. So what happened is, then in 2 days I analyzed it. Why did because my entire life was messed up. I got 2 marks more, but my entire life was messed up. How was it messed up? I was simply getting angry on my mom and I was screaming at her. See, like what happens when we study for that exam? We think about it, we think about that certain topic, we try to understand it, and we read the sentences. We need patience to read, and we listen to certain lecturer or a certain YouTube video, or read a certain article, and for these things we need patience. So when we copy the test, we lose the ability to think and to understand and the patience to read and to listen. When all these things are not there, that person will not be able to make right decision in his life, basically. Get my point? And if he is unable to make right decisions in his life, he'll keep on blaming others, or he'll keep on screaming, or he'll just sit at a corner and he'll do nothing. Yeah, that's what will basically happen. So what happened in my house was like, my mom doesn't like completely follow my diet. My dad follows it, he dropped diabetes and etc. It's not my diet. Like first he used to follow Guru Man's diet, and then I started making like in a more simplified way, in my own way. Like I modified it, like bread and jam and chia seed in it, and I made my own recipes with the foods which were listed in Guru Man's diabetes PDF plan. still it's fine, his diabetes is under control, but my mom doesn't completely follow it. So when my mom doesn't listen at all, I used to scream at her. Mom, why aren't you listening to me? Mom, why aren't you eating the bread and jam and thing that's there completely? Why are you removing the outside layer? For small things, I used to lose patience. So in 2 days, I analyzed this. Entire week, my relationships with my mom and etc. were messed up. So again, I started studying sincerely for exam, like how I used to study till 12th. So what happened then was, this time too, my mom didn't eat the complete bread and jam or any other meal. I'm just giving you one example. There were a lot of stuff happening like this. But when I studied sincerely, stayed committed, etc., hard work for that exam, I regained my ability to patience to read, patience to listen to that certain lecture or that certain topic, and ability to think and to understand. So now even if my mom didn't like eat that thing, what was there in Bhagavad Gita? Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. When am I happy? When my mom eats that complete bread and jam. And when am I sad? Like when my mom doesn't eat that complete bread and jam. So all those times I need to stay the same. But before I used to get angry because I didn't do my work properly. So I did my work properly and regained my Bhagavad Gita basics. And then what happened? My mom still didn't change. The situation was the same. But what was my goal? I need to do my best to make my mom and dad healthy. So I kept that bread and jam. It's my mom's personal choice now. If she wants to eat, if she wants to really be healthy, she'll be healthy. Or else, I did my best. Why I don't need to worry about it. And what can I do now? In the happiness or sadness state, I stayed the same. Now what can I do? Now what can I do is, I'll keep on cooking like regularly, like how I do for my mom and dad, and I'll focus on my diet and I'll focus on my life, and I'll keep on getting better. That's it. Nothing happened only to me then. That's the reason I say we shouldn't copy in exams. They are temporary marks. They are temporary, like people will say, yeah, you scored well, but your entire life you will suffer. So don't copy in that exam. Sincerely work hard for it. We have patience to read for that certain exam. I'll get patience to make my post. It will take 30 to 40 minutes for me to make the picture, the thumbnail for my YouTube video, and to edit my video. I get back the patience to do it. And action in my own words. I'll gain back the ability to think about the caption, and I'll do it in my own words. And another thing I get back is when I have the ability to think, I can make something. That's how I made my Kitchenatte series and my own training plan. I'm telling this because like even Guruman got like 50%, but he's even more successful than the people who got 90%. He even brought a Lamborghini. He has his own brand, GM Nutrition, and is well settled in USA. He has a lot of money. He has 2 channels, like he has more than like 2 million subs, and Greg Doucette, and there are a lot of people like this who have done degree in it, who have scored. They are not toppers, but they became more successful than the toppers. Maheshwaran, like he's a motivational speaker. Like first a college dropout, but he's a motivational speaker. He takes live sessions, and he has his own company, and he almost earns like 3.5 million dollars per year net worth he has. Even in their life, they had all this stuff. Like they worked hard, they didn't copy, they did their work sincerely. That's the reason they were able to do more than like a normal job and be more successful than the toppers in their life. Need to like implement it in what you love. For me, Instagram post and making YouTube videos is what I love the most. But you guys, it might be different than mine. Like another guy must be liking to become a cricketer or a lawyer. Another person's goal might be different. They want to become a fashion designer, etc. So think what you love, like while you're doing it, you should be like, yeah, I am doing not only for the sake of like becoming big in future, but I actually want to do this. So choose that field, that something that you get from your heart, and keep going on it. Another thing that we get when we study sincerely for the test is patience to read and listen to that certain lecturer or the certain person who is telling the topic. This carried on in creating content for my videos, reading a lot of research papers and listening to people who did a degree in it, and another fitness content creators or some other person that is helping me to like learn about that certain topic which I am about to speak and make a video, and understand what he is telling, and learn about it and gain knowledge about it. That certain guy reading that article also, we need patience, right? That also I get while studying for that exam. Make that video, like it takes 2 to 4 days for me, and I make that video, and finally I write that exam, and certain amount of views will come. That's like scoring certain amount of marks, etc. But I don't only make it for views, like it should actually help another person. Another person's life should actually change from watching my video. That's like my main perspective. Just like how I do the reading for that exam is actually I want to understand it, I love it. That's the reason. Similarly, I love doing this. I actually want another person to change from watching my video. And like Greg said, took like 12 years to get viral in YouTube, and Guruman took like 6 years uh, to get viral in YouTube. Out gaining muscle too, I need like patience. Like I worked out for 1 to 4 years almost, and now I am where I am at. And every single day, day in day out, I put in the work and I progressed. Not focusing on being number one in the class or being the number one good looking guy in the gym. It's about where we are at day one, and now did we understand the topic or not, where I was at day one compared to that picture, that person, how much my physique has improved. That's what matters more. Self progress, how much you progress by yourself, uh, by you working out, you dieting, and you getting proper sleep. The thing that matters is how hard we worked to score whatever you have scored in that exam, and how hard we worked out or dieted to get that good physique. Put in the work day in and day out like this, our friends aren't going to be with us. Our teachers are just going to say like this is the certain topic and etc, etc. That's it. The trainer is also not going to be with us. In YouTube or Insta, I saw see that certain person telling me, and I learn from it, and I go and work out in the gym. I go and put in the work. So when you're actually putting in the work, not your friends are going to be with you. Ultimately we have to learn, ultimately we have to work out, but our friends aren't going to be with us. Like our friends, when we put in the work, their talent might be different, they might be interested in something completely different, like something else from us. Because like one guy becomes the topper in class, not everyone who writes the exam, right? The other guy might have like completely different talent. He might be like a good artist, or he might be like something like a very good like singer or something else. So that guy is completely different, and you're completely different, your goal is different. So you will be the only one putting in the work. Who is going to stick, like if your friends will listen to you, not every one of your friends is going to listen to you. Maybe if you tell him properly, another guy who is working hard, like he's actually putting in the work without doing like time pass, etc. Like my friend Sajket was there in 12th. He is going to like for some time listen to you, but he is not going to be with you while you're putting in the work. We have to stay committed to our family. These are the things that you need: hard work, sweat, determination, and commitment to your family. I am committed to my family. Like I speak to them, I take out time for them. Mom, this is what I'm doing. This is something that helped me out. It can help you out too. I tell them. I overcome their weaknesses, they overcome mine. I'll make a separate video about it. It will become very lengthy if I get over the commitment thing. As these things are there in my life, there is something that's built in me. That is known as Atmabal, fortitude, courage in pain and adversity. Kid, I didn't stay in the comfort zone. Like my mom used to tell me why you're studying, why you're working out, or why you're dieting or etc. But I didn't stay in that comfort zone. I still worked out, I still dieted, and I was still like working hard towards my goal. Friends, they were like उनके life में like सुख सुविधाएं थे. Like they had comfort zones, happiness, and cars, etc. And they weren't like me. I want to work so much hard, etc. They weren't like me. They faced like so much problems like me. Patience, fortitude, but me, when I struggled, I got back up in life. Like majority of people are like copying the test or aren't studying so much sincerely like you. So why should we do it? Why should we work hard, write so much notes about it, write it so much sincerely? So neither did they have patience and neither did they have like courage in pain or that fortitude. And if they didn't work hard and they grow up, all of a sudden when they face like a problem or someone tells of them something, they are like completely lost then. Like समय का धंधा चलता है तो सबको सीधा पड़ता है. There is saying like that, right? When time comes, there'll be such a big problem. Like they'll always keep on complaining stuff, and they'll always keep on getting into fights, etc. And they'll face problems in the future because they'll have like bad decision making capabilities as they don't have patience and patience to listen, patience to read, and ability to think, ability to understand. They'll face problem in future because they'll take bad decisions upon it. They don't have a goal. Basically a person that doesn't have a goal gets into fights, but as I have a goal, when someone tells me something, I'll be like it doesn't bother me because you don't even have a goal, you didn't even work hard in your life. Why should I think of even what you're saying? I have a goal, I'll keep on working hard towards it. I'll not listen to you. That's what Bhagavad-gita basically tells, right? That guy gets injured and he doesn't do his work properly, right? I realized my responsibilities, I fell down, I got back up again. Like for 4 years when I didn't get results like 6 to 10 without proper diet, I kept on failing in that working out aspect. I wasn't able to lift much more heavier than that. I wasn't able to lose fat, I wasn't able to build muscle. So what I did is from 10th I started following good diet. 10th board exams I got to know about nutrition. Then I got back up again with good nutrition. And first when I failed the exams, I didn't give up. I still kept on studying. I kept on writing notes. I kept on trying to understand a certain topic or subject. And by finals, when I fell down, when I didn't score well in the test, by finals when I scored well, I got back up again by myself by studying for that exam. And when we do all this, when we fall down and get back up again, that fortitude, that courage in pain is built. And we realize our responsibilities in life. Like I have to become something in life. I shouldn't just like sit around like this. And I get back up again. That's how I built fortitude. When I had like sukh suvidhaएं थे मेरे life में, like even I had like fortitude, I had like cars, even I had an opportunity to be in that comfort zone. But I chose not to be in that comfort zone because I wanted to become something in my life. I want to become big. I want to work hard. I wanted to do it, so I'm doing it. The take home message is, instead of after seeing my progress in my Instagram or in my YouTube, how is this guy looking like this, or how did he do it? If you watch enough of my videos, if you actually like work sincerely in your life, and if you like actually listen to my videos and see it, for sure you'll get it. But don't just like be lost or be in the state of shock like how I did it. Be like, he worked hard, he had determination, he sweated for it. So even I am going to sweat in my life, even I am going to work hard, even I am going to be determined towards my goal, even I am going to be committed to my family, and even I am going to reach my goal. Have that kind of mindset.